think the biggest changes that law firms who decide to go niche need to make when it comes to, I don't know, like going out, one of the first things you have to do is like really brand yourself and market yourself in order to attract the kind of clientele that you're trying to work with. So what are some of the biggest changes that they should make when it comes to marketing and the way that they present themselves?
Really deep question here. I put marketing into two buckets. I put it in direct response, or I put it in branding. Direct response is more short-term orientation. You're looking at things very on a quick scale. You're looking at cost per lead, cost per acquisition, things of these. It's very linear. It's, more inputs get more outputs. So things like Google Ads, Google Local Service Ads, SEO, things of that nature can be direct response, and you want to look at that from a short-term orientation. Then there's branding. Branding is hard to quantify. It has a much greater impact across the board. Attribution's murky. And what I like to say is at the beginning, when you're trying to generate revenue quickly, you want to focus on direct response, networking, referrals, things that you can do for low expenses, social media. But as you grow, it becomes more about the branding game and your unique selling propositions and how you're different. And there's so much that goes into that in terms of your messaging, and that's a whole iterative experience on its own. But I think a lot of times PI attorneys get this wrong, and they'll say, hey, you have to saturate TV in order to succeed on TV. Yeah, you do. You have to be memorable, and you have to have repetition. But do you have to saturate a market because you don't have a strong message? You're not memorable? Do you have to be seen 10,000 times before they finally remember who you are? Or are you an elderly gentleman with a sledgehammer charging at a truck on the highway that's kind of humorous, and Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer, with his southern drawl? That's more memorable. And maybe he doesn't have to saturate and show as much airtime as the individuals have been hurt, injured, car accident, ? So there's so much that goes into it.